Hey, get the keys to the jet. What we gonna do? Yo, thank you for tuning in. It's your boy Crypto Daddy, and I wanna say, please buy this, buy XRP next, buy Bitcoin. You can buy, I don't give a damn. This my theme song for my fucking podcast. Who else got a theme song? What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Crypto Daddy, bringing you some crypto news from a crypto maniac's point of view. Today is December 7th, 2024. It is a beautiful freaking Saturday. Listen, you guys, I'm about to show you clips, and after every clip I show you, I'm going to let you know this is why you can't trust people who sound smart. Listen, I never once said that I'm a smart person. I always say this is not financial advice. But people who get paid to give you financial advice are not even giving you good financial advice. I was talking to a lady yesterday before I start showing you these clips. I was talking to this lady yesterday, and we were talking about, I talked about crypto. I was like, have you seen Bitcoin? She said, yeah, I seen it at 100,000. And I said, yeah, and it's still cheap. I feel like in the next 10 years, Bitcoin going to be like $1 million. And when I say in the next 10 years, I think Bitcoin could be $1 million, I think people kind of like, I ain't got 10 years. And I'm thinking like, I don't plan on dying in 10 years. Not saying that it won't happen, but I got kids. Unless the fucking world ends, my kids can do something with the fucking Bitcoin that I don't fucking get to spend before I die, So that's just me. That's what I was thinking, right? And she asked me, she's like, well, I follow Ian. And I'm like, Ian? I'm like, oh, from Earn Your Leisure. No shade to the Earn Your Leisure guys. They make, they making money. But I like to tell people this. When you listening to rich people talk about money, they're talking about preserving money. They're talking, Warren Buffett, when he's talking about his money, he's telling you, look, I bought this and X, Y, and Z and this and that. Yeah, nigga, because you started investing in the fucking 30s, nigga, and you still 90-something years old. Like, you started at 17, 18, nigga. Like, so when these people start telling you this shit, it's like, yeah, he probably made these calls, but I'm pretty sure they took risk. Like, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. They took risk, whether it was a option play they made, or maybe they took their initial investments and put it into a stock option, and then that stock option made them some millions. Now they're playing it safe because they got the bag. So I'm going to show you clips from a character who got a YouTube channel, and I'm going to show you everything he says about Bitcoin. Now, he's basically saying Bitcoin is like the biggest scam. It could be the biggest scam. But at the same time, though, it's like, you got to watch the people who start talking bad about Bitcoin when Bitcoin's in the news. He wasn't talking about Bitcoin when it was 15,000, but now he's talking about Bitcoin. And I get it. You get it for views, you get it for clicks, you get it for like, hell, you got me talking about it and showing you guys all the BS he about to say. So sit back, relax, and we're going to dissect. And this is coming from just a dude who I read Bitcoin in Black America, The Bitcoin Standard, The Richest Man in Babylon, The Confessions of an Economic Hitman. The greatest book I've ever read was A Creature of Jekyll Island, Good Economics in a Bad Economy. Another book that is really, really good is The Overton Theory. It's the fictional book, but it's really, really good. That's a really good book to read. And these are all the books I read in the last 2 or 3 years, about 7 books coming from a motherfucker who ain't read about 7 books in 30-something years, you know what I mean? So trust me. Oh, and Rich Dad Poor Dad. How can I forget about Rich Dad Poor Dad? So sit back, relax, watch these clips, and holla at me. Watch. I'm going to get you.
Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the crypto ecosystem, exposing the fraud, manipulation, and speculative hype driving Bitcoin, and why you should think twice before investing. Bitcoin's story starts with 3 key selling points that makes everybody's panties get all excited. A limited supply of 21 million coins, decentralization of a currency, and freedom from government control. This was the premise. behind Bitcoin and why it would be a great changer for how we interact with each other financially. But when you strip away all the buzzwords, here's the reality. Bitcoin has no intrinsic value, no earnings, no dividends. If you think it has intrinsic value, you are going to lose a lot of money in some way, shape, or form. Maybe not on Bitcoin, but on some other thing. It's
21 million. No government control. I'm going to break down those two things. No government control means the government can't shut it down, which means you don't need a social security number to own Bitcoin. That's government control. I can't go get a job without an ID, without a social security number. I can't even get a job without a fucking mailing address. You go get a job and put, I don't have an address, I sleep in my car. They not gonna hire you, bruh. That's government control. The 21 million supply is a fixed supply, which means they're not going to be another 21 million. And trust me, he's going to get back to this later on in this topic. But the government control is, I know he says, hey, this and that, that makes the buzzwords. But at the end of the day, bro, to buy Bitcoin, you don't need nobody. You don't need a bank to get Bitcoin. That is without government control. When the government wants to go ahead and look and see how much money you got in your bank account, they just talk to your bank. They ain't got to talk to you. When they want to freeze your assets, they don't got to talk to you. They talk to your bank. They can't freeze your Bitcoin. So there is no government control for that one. He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
They replace fiat currency or rival gold as a store of value. But there's no clear roadmap or economic foundation supporting these claims as of now. And people who try to say that, well, what about gold? Yeah, what about gold? Gold has thousands and thousands and thousands of years of evidence that it has other uses besides just a backing of currency. Now, we don't use it to back our currency anymore, which has led to massive inflation. But how is Bitcoin the solution for that when Bitcoin itself is valued?
Now, he's kind of like shot himself in the foot with this one. It has thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of years. Bitcoin is 16 years old. You don't think people, when gold was discovered and was like, look, this is going to be like, we're going to use this for money. You don't think people was like, are you fucking kidding me? A rock? Bro, salt used to be currency. You see me? Black man? I used to be currency, nigga. This used to be currency, nigga. The more slaves you own determined your fucking wealth. Black people if you had a bunch of niggas in your fucking backyard, you was rich. They make slavery sound like, oh, fuck, white people just owning slaves. No, rich white people was owning slaves. And it wasn't just Uncle Tom and fucking Jimbo Juck. No, nigga, it was fucking Clancy and them. So when he say thousands and thousands of years, I want y'all to understand, bro. When people like me see this kind of shit, especially coming from like somebody who's trying to talk bad about an industry that, I feel like can change not just like black people's lives, but poor people's lives. They are stuck in that like, well, I said it may not fail. Because look, he said it has thousands of years. Gold had to go through the same shit Bitcoin went through. And he says it's basically like valued in the dollars that it's trying to replace. Well, yeah, motherfucker, because nobody accepts Bitcoin. You don't think if women sell their pussy for a certain price. Women sell their pussy for $100 in US dollars. When you in Mexico, they sell their pussy for fucking 100 pesos. When you in fucking Japan, it's a fucking 100 yuan. I mean, yeah, yuan. No, yen. 100 yen. In China, it's 100 yuan. In Russia, it's fucking rubles. In fucking India, it's rupees. But it's still pussy that's being valued at what, because at the end of the day, she can't go get a loaf of bread and suck some dick. The barter system don't exist. So when you sit there and say, oh, they're trying to replace this with this, it's like, yeah, but I can't go to another country and use my dividend stocks. I can't go to another country and sell my stocks while I'm in Japan because I'm on America time. I got to sell my stocks on American shit like that, on American soil. So he's speaking on a 16-year-old technology. 20 years from now, if we're both alive and this guy's still making videos, if he ain't became a Bitcoin enthusiast yet, a lot of times when you look at history, people didn't want electricity in their house. People didn't want cars. So if people were able to have podcasts and we was able to keep those podcasts, you will see people like, oh, nah, this motherfucker who was somebody said they didn't want cars. This motherfucker that was somebody said they didn't want electricity in their house. But we'll continue. I got a few more clips and then I'm going to end it.
Done. Another thing that's interesting, whenever I hear people talk about the merits of Bitcoin, I say, great, tell me how you value Bitcoin. And they list all these things about Bitcoin. And I say, okay, you said a lot of qualitative things, which is wonderful. Now let's change the price of Bitcoin by adding 2 zeros. Are all your statements still true? Yes, they are. Okay, let's take 3 zeros away. Are all your statements still true? Yes. And it's not an investment. Because if I look at a company like Microsoft, and I name all the reasons why it could be a good or bad investment, if I add 2 zeros to it, it becomes a bad investment immediately. Those statements aren't all true. If I take 2 zeros away, those statements are even better. But with Bitcoin, as much as I hear people say the fundamentals are there's limited supply. Guys, I can take a dump in a bag. It's the only bag of my feces in the entire world. Does it make it valuable?
Right. Now he's like, oh, if you add a zero, take away a zero. Basically, he's saying the dollar amount and the value is something different. Listen, I'm gonna keep it real with you. A brain surgeon makes more money than a plumber. But there's more people who need a plumber than there are that need a fucking brain surgeon. No, don't get me wrong. When you need a brain surgeon, you're like, fuck that plumber. I need to get the surgery done. Not saying that the brain surgeon shouldn't make that much, but does that make a plumber less valuable because he doesn't do fucking brain surgery? And you're probably thinking like, what the fuck that guy doing anything? Microsoft is a good investment because it's $437. Was it a good investment when it was Microsoft Windows and it was like $8? Was it a good investment when the fucking whole little 2000 craze, when all that other shit, when what they call it, the internet bust and all that other stuff? It wasn't a good investment. Microsoft only got this big when Microsoft ventured off in Xbox and all those other things, bro. So he's looking at something now. He's looking at the now. And that's what we have. We have a lot of people who look in the now. I'm going to show you something right here where Michael Jordan's draws sold for $3,300. So yes, he may take a shit in the bag and say, this is the only bag that got my feces in it. You may find somebody that want to buy that shit. Literally, you may find somebody that want to buy that shit. Does that make that motherfucker stupid because they want to buy your shit? You gonna sell it? And then I bet you put some more shit in the bag, right? Michael Jordan draws sold for $3,300. Would I buy a pair of Michael Jordan draws? Hell motherfucking no. But somebody clearly did buy a pair of Michael Jordan draws. The guy is saying more things that's just like, bro, like I get maybe you're trying to help people from not buying at the top, but at the same time too, it's like when it hits 300,000, because it's a cycle. And that's what he's not realizing. But I'm gonna show you one more clip, and then I'm done, and then I'm gonna leave my conclusion.
How often you see companies out there making commercials for Berkshire Hathaway? How often you see Microsoft and those guys making commercials for buy our stock? But celebrities like Matt Damon, Tom Brady, Kim Kardashian have all pushed Bitcoin and been sued for it, making it feel legitimate to the masses. FTX, Crypto.com, these guys have even sponsored sports arenas and ran ads featuring A-list stars. But these endorsements weren't about financial advice. They're about lining their pockets and doing more hype to promote the price. The history of Bitcoin has obviously been riddled with rises and crashes. Guys, is that what you want to see from a currency that is the fundamental backbone of the economy that everybody...
All right. They didn't promote Bitcoin. They promoted a crypto exchange. I truly want you guys to see what I'm talking about, of where do you get this information from? Because there's going to be somebody that watch this and not get into Bitcoin and be like, oh man, I got cash dividends and this and that. And they're going to be like, but you're missing a whole market over here. Man, I don't take risk. And that's why your ass going to be going to work until you 69, sad as fuck, tired as fuck, missing out on birthdays and Christmases when motherfuckers, yes, it has ups, it has downs. We're not going to talk about fucking when Tesla was a $12 stock and how the government was going after them and shit like that. Now we're praising Tesla. We're not going to talk about when Apple couldn't sell fucking iPhones, but now we praise fucking Apple. We're not going to talk about motherfucking NVIDIA when nobody talked about NVIDIA, but we praise NVIDIA. Once people like the winners, bro. Okay? I'm pretty sure if you go back to any of his videos, he ain't telling nobody to buy NVIDIA 5 years ago. Probably tell you to buy it now. But he ain't telling nobody to buy it 5 years ago when you could have made some real fucking money. He let the rich. The thing is, bro, we become so fucking enriched with just like, well, rich people need to, the status quo must stay the status quo. Yeah, you're going to see people get rich off of Bitcoin. What he's not telling you is you seeing people like me, my fucking co-workers, my friends, motherfuckers who don't got a Yale degree, motherfuckers who come in there and say motherfuckers who ain't drinking, put their pinky up, who's in that motherfucker digging in their nose, fucking talking shit, you know what I mean? Who probably like to fucking suck on pussy and suck on titties. Niggas, real niggas getting money. And now he like, oh no, we got to keep the status quo going. Y'all niggas don't deserve no money. And I think Bitcoin is what's opening the door. And when you got niggas who's like, nigga, I've been broke. Nigga, I got rich off of Bitcoin. I got rich off of crypto. Nigga, the fuck, nigga, nah. Nigga, financial advice? Yeah, nigga, financial advice, these nuts. Because when he sit there and say, oh, they promoted this, Staples Center. The fucking the Staples Center is a fucking store. That's a big promotion. They used to be a stock. Where the fuck is Staples Center's at now? Nowhere. The Great Western Forum. Have you ever heard of Great Western? You know what Great Western Union is, right? That's what the Great Western Forum was. It was Great Western Union, a money place to send money. That's advertisement. Berkshire Hathaway. They don't promote to the poor, nigga. No, of course, poor people ain't seen Berkshire Hathaway. But I'm pretty fucking sure if you go somewhere in the financial district, you're going to see some advertisement for Berkshire Hathaway. Why the fuck would Berkshire Hathaway promote to motherfuckers? They stock $600,000. They don't got to promote to you. Matter of fact, when I used to drive through my son's school, my son and daughter's school, they bought all the property. Fucking property, you can rent it out from Berkshire Hathaway. That's advertisement right there. Yes. They don't get they know the people that they're trying to advertise to ain't watching Channel 13. They're not watching basic cable. The people they trying to advertise to is sitting in first class. The people they trying to advertise to is flying private jets. So they got advertisement. They just not advertising to niggas like me and him. So when he says that, like, nigga, Porsche got advertisements. Nigga, yeah, Lambo ain't advertising to us, but Lamborghini's got some type of advertisement. It's somewhere you picking up. I don't know if you heard of the DuPont report. The DuPont, that's a book for fucking luxury cars. It's advertisement, nigga. Bitcoin don't need advertisement. The exchanges need advertisement. And the exchanges put Bitcoin on there. Trade cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and this and that. They're not fucking advertising Bitcoin. They're saying, hey, you can buy Bitcoin from over here. We don't give a fuck what else you buy, but we're going to let you know. And we know you heard Bitcoin. That Damon wasn't fucking promoting. Tom Brady wasn't promoting Bitcoin. They were promoting cryptocurrency. They were promoting FTX, bro. They were promoting crypto exchanges. My conclusion is this, you guys. And I'm going to leave it with this. This video is kind of long. Share this video with somebody, please. Like, that's all I ask you. Just share it to somebody that's maybe trying to get into crypto. I promise you, if you go back to a year of my videos, I promise you there's at least five 5 to 6 coins on there that I was showing you guys that would have made you a lot of money. Chainlink, Arkham, Ondo, Jasmine, Cardano. Like, I was talking about these coins not at $2, not at $1. I was talking about these coins when they were cents. To him, that wasn't been a good investment because it wasn't making money. Most of these people, they want money right now. That's why most people invest in 401ks, because it's constantly making them money. They don't care if it's a 1%, 2%, 3%. But that does is keep you clocking in. And I got 6 kids, bro, and I want to see my kids play baseball and basketball and football and enjoy their life while I get to enjoy them. Cryptocurrency can do that, you guys. Guys like this are going to get you wrecked. Guys like this is going to have you out here thinking like the slow race. Go back to the conversation I said with the lady yesterday. Talk about earn your leisure. They're protecting their wealth. This is why they have classes they sell you. Go to anybody that said they made money in the market, they selling you classes. They taking that money and they now their work is working you. They didn't felt like, fuck, I didn't make too much money to go to work, so now I'm gonna teach motherfuckers what I'm still doing, and I'm gonna eat off of you. And that's fucked up to me. So pretty sure this guy is selling the class. Check him out. His thing is Everything Money. Pretty sure he's got some fucking type of Telegram or some shit you can buy. Share this video with a friend, a family who is considering to buy crypto. A trusty person like myself who is not going to sit here and fudge your bags. Crypto Daddy out. Get rich. Don't get wrecked.
Now give me my theme music.
Let's roll them. Hey, get the keys to the jet. What we gonna do? Yo, thank you for tuning in. It's your boy Crypto Daddy, and I want to say, please buy this, buy XRP next, buy Bitcoin. You can buy, I don't give a damn. This my theme song for my fucking podcast. Who else got a theme song?